Anyways, my Strange Addiction tier list finale by Stoic Stick. We'll jump right into it. We have seen all the previous parts. This is the finale. Let's see how weird they fucking get. It's gonna be terrible.
I'll be talking about the sponsor situation at the end of the video. If you're currently like this, then you can
I require context. Context hat, context shirt.
probably find out by reading the last video's comments or just wait till the end of the video, either or. But anyway, now the finale for the My Strange Addiction tier list. I think that with these done, I'll have covered the most interesting addictions from the show, with the rest either being ones that are basically clones of each other or not as interesting in my opinion. With that all out the way, it's time to get into the video. Up first, we have the lady addicted to sleeping with a blow dryer.
What? With a blow dryer? With a blow dryer? With a blow dryer? This woman sleeps with a how does this even work?
My name's Lori. I'm 31 years old. I live in Austin, Texas, and I am addicted to sleeping with my blow dryer.
On full blast? You're sleeping with your blow dryer on full blast. Bro, what?
Now, I mean this as a compliment when I say it, but she looks like Lana Del Rey's long-lost sister who picked up a blow dryer instead of a microphone. I mean, she's also called Lori, which is awfully similar to Lana. Am I the only one who sees it?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Okay, can you say, "Ah, Perry the platypus, you're finally here"? I don't know. That's not the one. But Perry the platypus. Won't the blow dryer make her inside dry? Oh no! Ooh! Stop it!
Born to blow dry. Blow dryers over the country club. I mean, it's not a
blow dryers over the country club.
one-to-one thing, but I see it. Anyway, it says on the black screen of death that she runs the blow dryer 8 hours a night for about...
That electrical bill must be crazy. And what does she do when the blow dryer dies? Like, if the blow dryer breaks, what's she doing then? Is she mourning it like a husband? Get these women some bitches. Get these women some himbos. What is this?
3,000 hours a year. This was recorded back in 2010, but if we did it using electricity prices for today, a standard hairdryer uses around 2 kilowatts per hour, and running it for 8 hours a night for 365 nights would be around 5,840 kilowatt hours. The average price of energy in the US is around 16.63 cents per kilowatt hour, meaning that it would cost around $980 per year for
$980 for a blow dryer.
her addiction, which honestly isn't that bad. I mean, there are many addictions that can cost you a lot more. The producers then spin the video in a pretty weird direction.
I had a really bad burn incident where I had like 6 or 7 major blisters, and I woke up and it was just like the blow dryer had just attacked me that night.
They make it seem like the blow dryer gained sentience and attacked her while she was...
The blow dryer, the sentient blow dryer. This sounds like some kind of Stephen King, you know, the car one, right? That movie, that kind of energy.
Sleeping. And talk about the blow dryer as if it came to life in the night and intentionally burned her. The producers also have Lori's friends chime in and claim that they actually fear for her life because of the way that she uses her blow dryer, which I think is a bit ridiculous.
I don't have sisters. You're my sister. And to watch you go through something that is mutilating your body and could potentially kill you. Yeah, it's very scary.
What I've also noticed is that someone on the production team most certainly has a foot fetish, because I believe that it's not just a...
No. Burn incident, where exactly? She probably just turned around, accidentally grabbed the blow dryer, turned around a little, you know, got it stuck close to her body, and then she got the burns.
Coincidence that at least 3 of the addictions I've covered across the videos have some weird foot play thing as a B-roll shot like this.
When I do think about the long-term effects of it, you know, that does concern me. I don't want to be 65 or 70 and still whipping out my blow dryer at night. It is weird.
Yeah, there's a foot thing. Also, where's the father of that child? Save that child.
Anyway, Laurie goes to see a therapist about this, and the therapist has a unique approach to getting her to quit her addiction.
Is to write a goodbye letter to their addiction. You're going to talk to your addiction about all the things it's done for you, why you loved it so much, but then you're also going to really talk about why you need to let it go now.
we even have the actual letter that she wrote, and I'll just quickly read it out. Dear blow dryer addiction, although we have been together for many, many years now, I'm ready to let you go. You have hurt me, scarred me, and caused me pain.
That's crazy. Cheat to a dryer, hurt me, baby. Hit me, baby, one more. Burn me, baby, one more time. The father ran away to be with a toaster. Maybe he already took the bath.
For that, I am ready to let you go. I will not allow you to control me any longer, blister my skin, or draw me into you. I will not remain a prisoner in my bed or in my life any longer. Farewell addiction, dependency, and blow dryer. Apparently, this along with meditation actually worked, and now Laurie is cured of her addiction, so let her to an inanimate object be damned. That shit really does work. I was gonna put this into the absolutely fine tier, but her addiction did make her a single mother, so I'll have to put...
Bro hit and quit. Bro stuck it in crazy and ran immediately. What is it with men and crazy women? I swear to God, what is it with us? We are not normal.
Put it in the a little weird tier. Next up, we have the lady addicted to pony play.
My name is Nicole.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It's a hobby horsing chick. No, it's a hobby horsing woman. Hobby horsing.
I'm 31 years old, and I'm addicted to pony play.
Okay, quick trot.
Never mind. I thought it was a sexual version of hobby horsing. It was not. No, this one goes into the strange tier for real, bro. Nah.
Good pony. Oh, that's it.
Nah. It was even grunting. But this reminds me of that Twitch dude who was acting like a deer. Oh no.
Yes.
Immediately, there's a lot to unpack here, but what I'd like to know is, what was that noise she just made? I'll play it again.
Yeah.
she the grunting noise. Oh my goodness, bro. Horse women. That's a real life Uma right there. Mom, I want to play Uma Musume. We got Uma Musume at home. Uma Musume at home.
Yes.
Yeah, even the most horse of horses don't sound like that. Hey. Okay, I'll see myself out. Another thing that I noticed is that she's missing a weird arrangement of teeth at the front of her mouth. And what I'm wondering is if that was done intentionally to make the horse bar sit in her mouth more comfortably. Kind of like how in the Assassin's Creed games they cut their ring fingers off so they can use the hidden blade, except in this case so you can pretend to be a pony. This next section is once again pure cinema by the producers.
My Little Pony. What My Little Pony does to motherfucker. Don't watch it. That is your fate.
I'll let you just take it in for the first time and then we'll discuss after.
Not this. She's like, not her again.
The fact that they took out all the background music just so that all you can hear is the jingling of the metal reins, the wide open shot of the lady completely confused, and then the close-up of her so unamused by Nicole's antics. And from there it only gets worse for this unlucky store worker.
I was looking for a long shank mullen mouth style western bit.
How big is the horse's mouth, do you know?
About this size.
Bro. Just stop. Just stop. Nah, just stop. Stop. No, just stop already. Please, no more.
That is the face of someone who immediately regrets signing the form that says they're allowed to record inside the shop. Now, Nicole decides to become more open about her pony play and decides to tell her aunt about it.
Visible can somebody add the visible confusion meme here?
What?
What the fuck? What of the Eldritch horror? What in the Eldritch horror is this? Oh god.
A power pose indeed. And
she's aura farming. She's actually aura farming. Okay, this is definitely goes into the strange one. I can never look at the Umas the right way again. Poor girls.
What a power pose indeed. And did they really have to choose what looks like one of the sunniest days of the summer to have her in full black spandex and face paint? Surely they could have waited for the sun to lower a bit so it would be a bit cooler. No, yeah, it definitely looks like she removed her teeth so that the metal bit can sit flush in her mouth. Say what you want.
Why? Why are we doing this?
About Nicole, but when it comes to her pony play, she isn't horsing a... Okay, maybe she is horsing around.
It's pure joy. Pure enjoyment.
You know what I've noticed? They never specify who the people walking her around actually are. So is it actual horse trainers who are hired and then asked to train her like an actual horse? Or is it people also in the pony play scene? Very ambiguous, but I wouldn't be surprised if it indeed was just some random professional horse trainer who probably didn't sign up for this. The episode ends with Nicole going to a therapist but refusing to change her ways, and she is still committed to the pony play lifestyle to this day. Now, I want to put this in the strange tier, but it's a little full, so...
No, don't put it... No, don't. Put it into the strange tier. That goes into the strange tier.
I'll just stick it in the a little weird tier. Up next, we have the lady addicted to being a furry.
My name is Lauren. I'm 19 years old.
Furries catching the strays.
I'm a college student. And I love to wear fursuits.
Now, before watching this episode, I thought going into it, it was going to be the same old degenerate furry behavior, and if you aren't aware of what that's like, please see the Rainforest convention. And if you aren't aware of the goings-on at Rainforest, then I can probably sum it up by telling you that at one convention, one of the...
According to some people I've heard, according to some people that told me, Apparently, there has been a strange increase in animal lovers, actual animal lovers, and PDFs in that community. I don't know what's going on. A sudden surge, even though they kicked them out.
The attendees created a chlorine gas bomb that injured 19 people, someone shot in the swimming pool, and someone allegedly drilled a glory hole into one of the hotels.
Bro. You want glory? I'll show you glory. That's a good meme.
Bathrooms. Not to mention the rampant drug use. So, as you can imagine, I went in expecting some pretty bad stuff. However, Lauren seems to be a pretty normal person.
My persona does play a part in my daily life, going out and just having a good time. When I work here in public, I definitely get a lot of weird looks.
I mean, as normal as a furry can be, but I do have to say that this is the one time that the producers missed. They try to make it seem like she's some weirdo creep that only became a furry as a coping mechanism for her father's passing.
Lauren as a kid was really outgoing, totally not shy. And when her dad died, that's when things started to go downhill for Lauren. After that, she became introverted. She barely squeaked by in high school.
Then the producers put up what I'd say is one of their most egregious black screens of death. Yeah, the use of the word currently makes it seem as though degenerate.
Currently, Lauren does not. They're anticipating it. They are anticipating it. This one's fine. This one goes into the totally fine.
Sexual furry behavior is guaranteed, bearing in mind that she's still only 19. They then make her go to therapy, which she clarifies in an AMA later, was 100% the producer's idea.
For Lauren, the suit is definitely a way of coping. It's a layer of protection. It's a barrier between herself and the world. Could you imagine going to a party or another social event without the suit?
It'd take a lot of guts, so no.
Interestingly enough, the producers also made her say stuff like this because she also claims in the AMA that she doesn't really wear the suit that often and doesn't wear it every day like they make it seem in the show. I think the worst part is that they made it seem like her father was the sole reason she became a furry, which is a bit deceptive, but it makes for good TV, so I guess that's why they did it. Anyway, Lauren is still a furry as far as I'm aware, but not a furry. But this is again, as far as I'm aware. So I guess this is going into the fake tier because it's not really an addiction the same way that...
Yeah, you could also put it in the fake tier, sure. Where are the fine ones?
It was portrayed by the producers. Next, we have the lady addicted to eating toilet paper.
Hopefully it's not used.
My name is Keisha. I'm 34 years old and I live right outside Chicago. And I love eating toilet paper.
What the fuck? Others go into the toilet to take a shit. She goes there to get a snack.
Now, I've been known to eat some paper every now and then. Everyone has. We've all been in that situation where the Starburst wrapper doesn't just come off clean and you got this white thing stuck on one side, but you can't be bothered to spend 5 minutes picking off tiny pieces of paper, so you just eat it with the paper wrapper still on. That's a normal excuse to eat a little paper. What Keisha is doing most certainly isn't. The black screen in the video states that she eats half a roll of toilet paper a day and...
Half a roll? This gotta be bait. This gotta be fake. Half a roll every day. This can't be. This can't be. Nah.
Over 23 years, that amounts to around 1,200 pounds of toilet paper. A normal roll of toilet paper weighs between 3 and 7 ounces, and Keisha, according to the video, ate 180 per year for 23 years. So if we do the maths, it does come to around...
According to them, she ate 4,140 rolls of toilet paper. Yeah, this one is fake.
Around 780 to 1,810 pounds of toilet paper being eaten over 23 years. which is pretty close to the figure given by the video. Keisha carries her toilet paper everywhere she goes, in this little plastic bag. She even has some in her glove compartment.
I carry it with me in my purse. When I'm in my car, I keep a roll in my glove compartment box, and I'll just grab the toilet paper and break it off and start eating it.
Imagine—
What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck? Why is she doing that? Why is she eating toilet paper? Who told her it was fine to eat toilet paper? This woman must be stopped. Stopped at all cost. Regardless of what happens, she must be stopped. The fuck are we doing?
Imagine you're driving and get cut off by Keisha, and you look over to hurl an insult, and she's just there chowing down on full sheets of toilet paper. Even in the B-roll footage, you can see she takes her hand off the wheel to chow down on some TP. So I'd probably just concede right of way, not wanting to get into a toilet paper related collision. This next part.
Car accident. What caused the car accident? The suspect ate toilet paper while driving. Died because of eating toilet paper. Don't send her to jail. I think of the poor prisoners who already don't have enough toilet paper. Again, as long as it's not used, fine, sure.
Honestly, I can't even believe it's real.
A good place where people really don't pay attention to you eating toilet paper is the movie theaters. It's dark in there, so you can like sneak a couple of sheets in with no one even noticing.
If I see someone with some tissue in their hand at the movie theater, I would have some serious—
There's not two options. Either they eat it or they go in the movie theater. Can only be those two now.
Premonitions about what's about to happen in that theater. Especially given my track record of going to movie theaters. Only to both be relieved and horrified as she begins to dig into her savory treat. With all that being said, Keisha does bring up a good point here though.
With addictions like drug addictions, when they stop doing the drug, they get away from the drug. There's no escaping toilet paper.
It would be pretty hard if you had the addiction, given how you can get some literally anywhere. Keisha then goes to see a therapist who kind of blows it a little out of proportion in my opinion.
You're picking up a gun that has one bullet in it in many chambers and pulling the trigger.
Right.
You feel fine when you pull the trigger and a bullet doesn't come out.
And one day when I pull it, I might just not be so lucky.
Like, yes, you can cause a blockage or a rupture from the toilet paper clogging up your intestines, but even in the worst case scenario, you would have at least a day or two to get treatment. Unlike if you lost in a game of—
What about the chemicals, though? What about the chemicals, though? That's the problem, right? Right? The chemicals. What if, when that happens, can't it be to wipe the tears away? Movies aren't good for years. Never mind. True. It's just like, why are we eating toilet paper out here?
Russian roulette, however. In the end, Keisha does cut back on her toilet paper consumption, but is still battling the addiction as far as I'm aware. Anyway, toilet paper eating is going to go into the completely fine tier, just to spite the therapist who thinks it's like playing Russian roulette. And last but not least, we have the lady addicted, well, married to a carnival ride.
Hold up! Wait a minute, what? Cars, carnival rides, anything else?
My name is Linda, I'm 56 years old. I live outside of Tampa, Florida.
Get these women some himbos. I beg of you. Get these women some men. What is this? They don't have to consume stuff. Talk about being full of crap. Goodness.
With my husband of 3 years, I am happily married to a carnival ride called a skydiver.
Linda here is self-described as objectum sexual, and has had previous—
Objectum sexual? OS! I need an SOS here.
relationships with airplanes and even trains. I'm not sure how a relationship of this nature ends. Does she just get bored and move on, or is she banned by the railway company, but nevertheless will move on?
I met Bruce in 1981.
1981? Insert rim shot. She could literally just glue a dildo on it. That's the worst part.
I was driving through town with a friend of mine, and there on the horizon there was this huge ball of light, and it was a skydiver.
I guess love at first sight really does exist, even with 10 tons of cold, unfeeling metal machinery. Now, Linda had a problem. The carnival owned the skydiver, and she needed a way to get closer to the love of her life. So what was the solution?
I knew that I want to be part of this skydiver's life. How am I going to get there? The next step that I felt I had to do.
Skydivers. Gooning to skydivers. Why are we doing this?
Was to try to become employed by the carnival.
There are probably many reasons why people leave home to go join the carnival, but I doubt that being sexually interested in one of the rides is one of them. This is probably a unique human experience. So, congrats to Linda for being on the frontier of human experiences. Unfortunately for Linda, tragedy struck. Whilst she was away working on another ride, a storm came and destroyed Bruce, which was the name.
A storm came and destroyed Bruce. Wait. Her husband got killed.
That she'd given the mechanical ride. With the love of her life now dead, she leaves the carnival and moves on with her life. The end. Okay, I'm lying. 26 years later, she began looking for Bruce again.
And I had a friend, and he actually found the ad where Bruce was for sale. I owned Bruce less than 24 hours after.
Bruce, did the ride have consent? Unthinks objects cannot consent. Wait, is this grape? Can we get her for this?
I knew he was for sale.
And now she is the legal owner of Bruce. Some of you might think that just because Linda is in a relationship with a massive metal machine, that means that she's given up on human experiences like romance, but you couldn't be further from the truth.
I love being in here. I usually set up a table in here and candlelight dinner. It's really nice being in here with him.
Ah, yes, pizza.
She's inside of him. It's not the other way around here, huh? He's not inside. It is not inside of her. She's inside of it. Crazy.
The most romantic of dishes when it comes to candlelit dinner cuisine. I'm not sure if that's because it's considered carnival food or if that's just the peak culinary cuisine for Americans, but pizza and candlelight. Romantic indeed. And of course, after a romantic candlelit dinner, there must be, well...
No, I don't like where... I know where this is going, I just don't like it.
I'll just play the clip.
And I can have more closer moments with him than having the main load outside and all my neighbors staring in the yard. And you do want that behind closed doors scene.
Yeah, that means exactly what you think it means, by the way. And it also means that she used to do it outside in full view of the neighbors previously. So, I mean, I guess the neighborhood got a W for not having to be subject to her desires every time they looked out the window.
I'm a very monogamous person. I've made the commitment to Bruce, and so I'm not gonna jump the new ride in town and say, oh, I want this.
I'm also gonna say W Linda.
At least she's loyal. At least she's loyal. A lot of women nowadays cannot say that, but yeah, she's loyal.
For keeping fidelity to her partner, even if that partner is a hulking 4-ton steel machine. You don't really see this kind of stuff anymore, so I gotta give her props for respecting the sanctity of marriage. Another thing is that in Linda's town there is another skydiver ride. And it's actually Linda's ex that she still occasionally
Linda's ex. Linda's ex. She has an ex.
rides, even whilst being married to Bruce. So,
wait, Bruce is getting cucked? Poor Bruce.
I'm not really sure how to feel about this, given I just commended her for her fidelity. Okay, I have to admit, this looks like a lot of fun. This addiction sure as hell beats the eating your husband's ashes out of a box addiction.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to put Linda's addiction to Bruce in the completely fine tier, because if she didn't tell anyone, you probably would think that she's just a normal old lady who really likes carnival rides. So, yeah, that's the end of the My Strange Addiction tier list. Now for the sponsor situation.
Jump scare!
To address the controversy, I'll just admit that I probably should have done more research before taking the sponsorship, and that in the future I'll be more...
To be fair, I don't really care about this. This is his and his community's thing, not mine. Yeah, that was interesting. Let's go back. Let's reminisce about what we had seen. All right. This was the, I don't know, was this the thumb sucking? No, this one was the thumb sucking. I don't remember what this was. This was the husband eating. This was the guy into cars. Right? The guy who is in a gay relationship with his car. This was the dude who got hair out of drains. This is the old man who has a sexual relationship to balloons. Gasoline drinker. Or sniffer. I think this was the sniffer. This was the mattress lady up there, right? This should be up there, right? Because it's literally, I let myself get stung by bees, and then they die. So this one is psychotic. The glass eating. The Clorox. I think it was washing yourself with Clorox. The coffee up your ass. The blow dryer we had in this one. The pony woman. This one was the gasoline drinker, which was fake. Then the you know, I don't know what it's called again. I forgot. Tire eater. Then the soap. Was it the soap eater? Yes, the soap eater. What was the sandcastle one? I forgot what the sand. Ah, the woman who likes to eat sand and also like likes to like chew on sandpaper. The furry from this video. The guy who likes to get it done with old ladies. The guy addicted to cycling. The guy who buried animals due to his dog being run over. The thumb sucking, the toilet paper eating, and the lady that is sexually intimate with car rides, which technically it should be up here. But regardless, that was fun. That was fun. That was the last one. Let's hopefully not do this ever again. Thank you. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.